So we're integrating to arcs in this video. And what I mean by that is we're doing integrals of things that look like 1 over the square root of something take x squared, or maybe just 1 over 1 plus x squared. You get these things, arc sine, arc cos, or arc tan. And really importantly, something like arc sine of x, you have actually seen it before. It means sine inverse of x. Those are two in the same. They're just different notation for the same thing. So basically this one here, what we need to do is pull the 3 out the front of the integral first. So you get that. And then this is literally just one of the rules. So it's 3 times, and that was the first rule there, arc sine of x plus c is in R. Done. And you can get rid of the dot there if you want. So you can just leave it as like 3 arc sine of x. Okay, next one here, we've got to apply the rules on the right-hand side. So we're in the format, we get a negative out the front, a squared take x squared. So if we match this up, we can see that 16 is 4 squared. Yeah. So if we work this out, so we're going to get arc cos of x over 4 plus c. So that's sort of the format of that rule there. You get arc cos of x over whatever that number is, that when you square that number. So in our case, that number was 4. Okay, next one, we've got this lovely thing here. So first thing that I'm going to do is try and find a rule that works. So we have no square root, so it looks like this may be the tan rule. So we'd like a on the top. This is really tricky because a is on the top and it's on the bottom. So we want something like a over a squared. So we'll see if we can get that. So we've got a 12 there, and this number down here appears to be 3 squared. So we'd really like to write it as 3 squared, and I'd really like there to be a 3 on the top if I'm going to use the arctan rule. Now we don't have a 3 on the top, we do have 12, which is 4 times 3. So I'm going to pull that 4 out the front. Okay, so this is 4, and then it's arctan, it's x over 3, plus c is in R. And we can just line that up to the rule above. So the 4 stays out the front as a 4, and you get arctan of x over whatever that a value was there. Now you might be noticing there are actually 2 ways to answer the middle one here. So the alternate method would be that the integral of this, we can pull the minus sign out the front. And then this is actually the first rule about sine. So arc sine of x over a. So we're going to get negative arc sine of x over a plus c. And a in our case is 4. Okay. Now you might be wondering, is that an equivalent answer? The answer is yes, sort of. So these two are both valid answers. They're both 100% correct. So we can verify this. If we look on Desmos and we sort of graph both of those, you can see arc cos of x over 4 was our first answer. And we would expect that if I graph minus arc sine of x over 4, it might overlap, which it does not. But the thing is, integrals always have a plus c. So depending on what your plus c value is, yep, it can overlap. So yes, both of these are valid correct answers. They just sort of lead to a different plus c value.